And guys, Rajasthan Royals win again and they're at the top of the table. And what a game, what a controversial game. And, nobody is really talking about this match and the result, but they're talking about that one moment where, you know, that could have been a no ball. Probably it was a no ball. And as an RR fan, I'm saying it was probably a no ball. And that could have changed the complexion of the game totally. And, the break really allowed the bowler to breathe and all the momentum from Rovman Powell got sucked out. But Rovman Powell, what a beefy hitter he is, and he actually लगा दी थी आरआर की हाथ में मतलब आ गई थी फट के एकदम एकदम और मजा आ गया मैच देख के बट starting from the start, we are moving to the start of the game now, and Jos Buttler, another 100 and 300s this IPL, third 100 in just 7 matches. He's already crossed 500 runs for this season. We have seen this change in Jos Buttler. You know, for the last year when he got his first IPL 100 in SRH. Now, what is the game plan for Jos Buttler? We always used to see Jos Buttler trying to hit out in the first over itself in the previous IPLs, but actually he's playing the first and second over quite conservatively here, not trying to make any mistakes and handling the swing because there is a lot of swing in Mumbai, and he's playing very cautiously the first 2 overs. And in fact, till the fifth over, he's trying to play safe till the fifth over. He's even playing out the spinners. And it's not until the sixth over, the last of the over of the power plays, when he's attacking and he's going after the bowlers. And that is something I have seen from Kane Williamson and some other good batsmen also, that they target the last over of the power play ko target karte hain. And that's when they feel that they're well set in and they have a good hang of the pitch and they can go after the bowling. And that's how Jos Buttler, he's been pacing his innings. He's still ensuring that Rajasthan Royals get off to a flyer in the power play. Today they got only 44 runs, but mostly they've been getting those 55, 60, 65 runs in the power play. Although today it was a bit slow because even Devdutt Padikkal played very cautiously at the beginning, and there were some chances created, half chances created by the Delhi bowlers, especially Khalil Ahmed. He was bowling well with good steam in, and uh, but what a knock after it was. I mean, the way he attacked Kuldeep Yadav using his feet and the low backlift that he has and the power he generates from the low backlift is just amazing. Hardly seen any other batsman. I think probably De Villiers or Faf who generate such power from low backlift, and he was just tonking the ball all around the Wankhede, which is his favorite ground. He has always said he's always played well against Mumbai. In fact, he played the first season for Mumbai Indians, Kile khela tha pehla season, and he loves this ground. And all credit to Devdutt Padikkal for hanging around and also playing some aggressive shots in the power play, and then also supporting Buttler and not putting it entirely on Buttler to give a show. He himself played more than supporting role, striking at 160 strike rate, playing hitting the big shots against the spinners, even the off spinners like Lalit Yadav. So that helped them reach a score of 155 in 15 overs. They were only 44 in the power play, and if you see the middle over phase, that is 7 to 15, they scored 111 runs in that 9 overs. So that is where I think the game was won. No, actually, the game was won in the last 5 overs when Sanju Samson came absolute bonkers, and the way he hit on the offside on those off stump Yorkers from, and I mean, that was amazing innings from Sanju Samson. He when Khalil Ahmed came to bowl the Khalil bowled a very good over. Actually, he got the wicket of Padikkal, and then he was looking quite brilliant in that over. He gave only 3 runs when Sanju Samson first came. Again comes uh, again he comes in the 18th over, I suppose, and the first ball, Sanju Samson tries to scoop it and he gets hit here. I mean, it's straight off the blade and he gets hit here, Sanju Samson. And I thought uske baad Sanju Samson will retire hurt, or I could not believe that he was standing on his ground. I mean, after that kind of blow, and after the next ball, he caresses the drive through the covers. I mean, there's nothing wrong with his hand-eye coordination. After that hit, like that was unbelievable. And then he hit a six off a very high full toss that is always difficult to hit. He showed his front muscles power. He hit that for a six, then another six, and that turned out to be RR's biggest over. Actually, 21 runs coming off that, even with two dot balls. And sensational finishing by Sanju Samson. That 46 of 19 balls ensured that Rajasthan Royals reached 222, which was very, very critical here because the par score itself is around 200 here, and Delhi did reach 204 after all. We'll come back to that later, but yeah, I think Royals, you may say कि हाँ Jos Buttler start दे रहा है and Jos Buttler is setting the platform, but I think the games are being won in the last 5 overs because they're ensuring they're carrying the momentum, and it's almost always been Hitmaier. Hitmaier is actually winning the matches, and today it was Sanju Samson who won this match for RR. I mean, there is no point of batting 15 overs without losing it with great momentum, and like what has been happening with Punjab Kings, for example. They have been great in the first 15 overs, and everything just keeps crashing down in the last 5 overs, and they lose all the momentum wahan pe. So hats off to Sanju, and mostly I would say Shimron Hitmaier, but today he had a lesser role to play. But Shimron Hitmaier has been doing that very good role for Rajasthan Royals. And another thing is Sanju Samson is getting away with losing tosses. He has won only one toss, एक टॉस जीता है बस 6 मैचेस में, 7 मैचेस में एक टॉस जीता है संजू सैमसन ने. That is just bewildering. I mean, 6 tosses हारा है 7 मैचेस में संजू सैमसन, and whenever he has lost a toss, he has won except for one match where Dinesh Karthik, that was also Dinesh Karthik's brilliance, जिससे RR हार गई थी. But apart from that, they have been winning every match batting first. So that is the story of Rajasthan Royals. But their bowling, coming to their bowling, that has, even though it may look that Chahal is winning matches, Ashwin is bowling that carom ball to Russell, and today also Ashwin dismissing Sarfaraz Khan and also Prithvi Shaw, but the bowling looks weak somehow. Every match may Trent Bolt or Obed McCoy today giving that 26 runs in an over. In the 9th over, I mean, somehow someone is messing up, and the pressure comes back, and it becomes a high pressure chase for the bowling team at the end. I mean, high pressure defending task it becomes for Rajasthan Royals, but they are somehow able to scrape through these matches, and that has been the best thing about Rajasthan Royals this season, because I felt RR has been on the bad side of those close matches too often in their past. I mean, you remember Aditya Tare's 6 out of nowhere, and so many close matches I felt RR lost in the past, but this season they have been winning those close matches, except one that they lost to Dinesh Karthik. Apart from that, they've been winning those close encounters. And today, I mean, the way David Warner and Prithvi Shaw started, I always knew on this Wankhede pitch with small boundaries and very good batting wicket, it was going to be tough. But all credit to Prasidh Krishna. I was criticizing him last match, but today he came back quite well, and he took the wicket of Warner with his extra bounce, extra zip that he gets from the pitch. And Obed McCoy, I mean, oh man, again he had to bowl the last over, but before that, brilliant from Ash. But I think Sanju is still, he's bit turning out to be a lot of gambling stuff going on with Sanju Samson's captaincy. He's giving that over to Riyan Parag. He thought Lalit Yadav has come to the crease and I can get away with 1 over of Riyan Parag, and that almost cost the match because Rishabh Pant absolutely crashed into Riyan Parag, and that 21 runs of that over. And sometimes that gamble works like it worked for Shubman Gill, but no, I don't think they should bowl Riyan Parag when you have you're playing with 5 bowlers anyway. I mean, you're playing with 5 full-time bowlers, so there is no need to use Riyan Parag unless it's a playoff game or something. You need to pull a surprise, so or the wickets are not falling. So as a partnership breaker, you can sometimes give an enticement to the batsman, but not in these conditions. I never thought he will be able to be successful here. Rishabh Pant was going great guns, even though he was dropped 2 times, and it was third time lucky for Rajasthan Royals. Devdutt Patikal taking that catch, and there was a lot of sea breeze actually, and the ball was swirling all over, and that ball was in the air for 5.5 seconds. Amazing catch. But coming to the last part of the match now, uh, there was some things I felt Pant was wrong. I think he should have bowled when Rajasthan were batting. He should have bowled Shardul Thakur all the 4 overs, because Shardul Thakur is one of the best डेथ बॉलर्स एंड आई थॉट खलील का 1 ओवर देख के उसने खलील को एक एक्स्ट्रा ओवर दे दिया, वरना वो ओवर शार्दुल ठाकुर को डालना चाहिए था, और शार्दुल ठाकुर would have bowled well to Samson, I am sure, and he would not have considered 21 runs which Khalil did. But उसके बाद I mean, Shardul bowled an okay over in the 20th over, but I think he would have been really effective if he had got those 2 overs. Now, when it comes to batting, again, the same mistake that KKR did, they were hiding Pat Cummins from Chahal, hiding him, thinking that he will be more effective only against the paces. And same mistake by DC here, they kept sending everyone except Rovman Powell, who is their designated finisher and hitter, and they kept sending Akshar Patel. उसके बाद शार्दुल ठाकुर भी आ गया, but रॉवमन पावेल आया नहीं. फाइनली शार्दुल ठाकुर रन आउट होके गया, तब रॉवमन पावेल आया, एंड इट टुक हिम सम टाइम टू गेट गोइंग. उसके बाद प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, एंड ही हिट 2 सिक्सेस. ही वाज लुकिंग इन ग्रेट टच, बट उसके बाद ललित यादव आता है एंड ही इज ऑब्सेस्ड विद दैट लेग साइड बाउंड्री कि मुझे लेग साइड ही मारना है, और प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा इज जस्ट बॉलिंग अराउंड द विकेट लाइक अ लेफ्ट आर्मर, एंगलिंग आउट द बॉल, और ललित यादव जस्ट केप्ट स्विंगिंग हेडलेसली लेग साइड, बिना दिमाग के बस घुमाते रहा. And finally he got an edge. Third ball, after playing 2 dot balls, and third ball he gets an edge. Kuldeep Yadav comes, he's not able to get a bat on the ball, and it's a wicket maiden in the 19th over. Can you believe that? I mean, wicket maiden in the 19th over, and 36 needed in the last over. I mean, अगर रॉवमन पावेल वो ओवर खेल लेता, अगर ललित यादव घुमा के अंधाधुन नहीं घुमा के अगर एक सिंगल कहीं ले लेता, तो वो ओवर में आई थिंक रॉवमन पावेल वुड हैव गॉट एटलीस्ट 2 सिक्सेस, एंड इट वुड हैव बीन मे बी some 24 or 23, maybe 20 in the last over, and they got 20 runs comfortably in the last over. But पता नहीं क्या किया ललित यादव. That was a total brain fade from him. And then comes Obed McCoy, who also bowled the death over, and I actually believe in Obed McCoy. I'm a big supporter of Obed McCoy. I've seen him in CPL and some games of West Indies where he has bowled well in the death overs. I believe he's a good death bowler, but जब रॉवमन पावेल जैसा कोई ripped Hulk खड़ा रहता है, तो sometimes your brain just stops working, and especially when the first ball, it's almost a wide Yorker and he nails it for a 6, and then he nails it a cover drive for a 6, and you're like कि भाई क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. As an RR fan, आपकी पूरी फट चुकी है, तो बॉलर की तो वाट ही लग चुकी है. मतलब बॉलर को कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. He bowls a high full toss that goes for a huge 6. And after that, what happened? Rovman Powell is asking for a no ball. Kuldeep and Chahal are fighting. मतलब कुल वर्सेस चाह हो रहा था. कुलचा बट गया बीच से, और उसके बाद ऋषभ पंत is calling the team back to the dugout, and he's saying, I won't play the match. And the umpire is like, I won't check the no ball. And I have very little, I don't think very highly of Nitin Menon as an umpire. I've seen him making very big mistakes, and he seems a bit dominating kind of a character, not a friendly umpire sort of. I remind someone like Buckner or Daryl Hare, who was a dominant umpire instead of being a friendly umpire. और उसके बाद things go south. There is Praveen Amre comes on the field. That was totally uncalled for, and there is actually a rule that a no ball can only be referred when can only be challenged or referred when there is a dismissal on that ball. Otherwise, the umpire has full right to call it. It was a 50-50 call, I feel, even though, yeah, I feel it was a no ball. Matlab ki it was a very marginal call and could have gone either way. But yeah, so maybe they could have got the free hit and it would have been, it would have been 18 of 17 of 4 actually. It would have been 17 of 4. And how would have Rovman Powell played then 17 of 4? He would have still gone for a 6. But all this drama, 5 minutes ka jo bhi drama chala, hats off to Sanju Samson. He kept really cool. Jos Buttler lost his cool. He started arguing with Rishabh Pant, and it was a heated moment of the game. And uske baad it sucked all the rhythm out of Rovman Powell, I felt. Because Rovman Powell was in that zone of hitting. It was just going from his bat and wo rhythm toot gaya. And Obed McCoy got a chance to breathe and take some time. And उसके बाद वो लेंथ बॉल डालता है, शॉर्ट बॉल डालता है, which Rovman Powell misses. The next ball is anyway, the game is over there itself, and it is immaterial what happens next. But there was a lot of discussion between Pant and Shardul Thakur were very vocal, and Pant even in the interview was very vocal. And hats off to Sanju Samson. He didn't get involved much there, and he knew how to be cool in that situation. So that was a great game of cricket with a spoonful of controversy for you. Typical IPL masala match. And wow, these games are going great nowadays. So I hope we see another great Super Saturday, Super Weekend from tomorrow onwards. So Rajasthan Royals on the top of the table now, and Gujarat Titans can supersede them. And they have to play KKR, which I feel will be a very interesting match, because I thought KKR started really well, but they have fell off the course, and Gujarat Titans are punching above their weight. So that's it from me, guys. That was a fabulous match and another Rajasthan Royals win. And I'm a Rajasthan Royals fan, so I'm super happy with this season. अभी तक जैसा जा रहा है, let's hope it continues. Touch wood, no jinxing. Bye, guys. Bye.